You're right, Atika, and yeah, Dinesh and I do a lot. One of the things that we do almost on a yearly basis is we kind of decide this year what are we going to do. And that takes up the maximum amount of our time. Say 60 to 70% of time goes in figuring that part out. Everything else is secondary. Right? So prioritizing what is truly important to you is a very big thing. Uh, Again, there is a chapter called the pizza of life in the book Sleep Your Way to Success, in our book Sleep Your Way to Success. And what that tells you to do is basically figure out your priorities. It is a process to figure out what is most important to you, accepting that it will change. Maybe it's most important for you right now to get married, but once you are married, it's not a priority anymore, unless you're Chinggis Khan. Right? So that can change. But right now, what is most important to you? And if a thing is most, say, health is most important to you, then really look how much time are you giving to your health. And you will be shocked at how little time you give it. If having a better relationship with your husband or wife or your kids is more important to you, is most important to you, how much time are you actually giving to that? If being healthy and fit is most important to you, how much time are you devoting to that day by day? So when you are clear, this is what I want to accomplish by the end of this year, and you move towards that, and you keep the other things on the side. Like you say, I play the piano, but I'm not a concert pianist. I play, I have made peace with it that there are certain pieces that I will not play in this lifetime. I'm very happy to hear other people play it. And I no longer stress myself out when I'm playing for friends and family that I should not make a mistake. Let me make mistakes, who cares? At least I am playing the piano to enjoy and relax. I am clear about that. And when I'm doing enjoyment and relaxation, it's perfectly fine to make mistakes. Now, that does not mean that I become sloppy when I'm practicing. No. But I don't become OCD perfectionist. That unless I get every single note right, I'm not going to play this in front of anybody else other than my dogs. But actually, my dog Akira is one of my greatest critics. If I don't play well, she walks away. Right? But music is not a priority for me in 2023. It is not. And that's fine. Something else is. Over the years, over the last 8-10 years, we have consciously chosen certain things that are big priorities for us. Health, very big priority. Many times, you have to just think this sweet thing that comes up, unhealthy food, that thing that comes up so often. If you just weigh it in your head, you've got a 70-kilo body and you've got a 70-gram tongue. Are you really okay to sacrifice 70 kilos for 70 grams? Seriously? Yeah. How long does the taste of what you eat stay in your mouth? Half an hour after your food? 20 minutes? Are you really willing to give up on health for that? See, when you put it in perspective, it seems almost foolish. Right? So prioritizing stuff, deciding this is what I'm going for, and then going for it, and closing that folder before opening the next. I think that is what makes us successful, makes us do what we do so well, or I hope so well. So this is an invitation for everybody, take some time out, take a weekend, take 2 weekends, put everything aside, sit and make a list. These are the things that are important for me. And don't beat yourself up. Maybe spending 15 days on a beach reading a book is important for you. It's important for me. I know that when I do that, I come back feeling so much more recharged, so much more creative, so much more me when I have a nice holiday. So there's nothing wrong in that. And too many people I know seem to plan holidays as their last thing. What Dinesh and me do are plan our holidays as the first thing. That this date to this date not available, this date to this date not available. Okay, now let's see what else we have to do. Right? Gurudev had once said, you cannot do charity from an empty bowl. You want to do charity, you need the bowl full. No, you need money in that bowl. Similarly, you cannot function with a sick body. You have to take care of yourself. You want to do seva, you want to make a difference to other people, you should be your first priority. But you should not stop there. Many people make this mistake. They stop there. I am my first priority, full stop. That's it. Rest of the 8 billion people on the world can go to hell. No. Then you have lost the plot again. Right? So giving yourself the priority, giving yourself the time, thinking it through, this is so important. When I used to do coaching, it was appalling the number of people who would come to me, 35, 36, 40-year-olds. They have accomplished all that they wanted in life only to realize that that's not what they wanted. Because so far they were only doing what other people around them were expecting them to do. And then at 35, 36, 40, they get this realization, I've got everything yet I'm unhappy. I've got a fantastic family, I've got a great job, I've got a fantastic car, I've got a great house. I'm still unfulfilled and unsatisfied. I had one classic guy. This is really crazy. He came to me, he said, I work on the share market, I am whatever, managing director in this particular firm, I live in Dubai. I want to be able to, sleep less and function more so that I can earn even more money. All right. So he came on board and first we had some conversations. I said, look, 8 hours you have to sleep. Otherwise nothing will work. You will make losses on the share market. That kind of worked with him. Then once I got, after a few sessions, I said, can you tell me why you want more money? He said, no, I have a wife, I have a child, I have to take care of her, I have to, make sure that everything is all right. I said, do you mind telling me, opening up your bank account and let's see how much money you have? At first he was like, I said, look, you want to continue coaching, you'll have to do this. He said, okay. That guy had so much money. Like I said, look at the amount of zeros you have got. I said, what do you want to do? Do you want to buy the Burj? I said, with the amount of money you have, you are taken care of not only your daughter, but 5 lifetimes after that, 5 generations after that are taken care of with the money that you have. Why are you working your ass off like this? Morning, evening, this, that. I said, what do you really want? Why do you want the money? Then the whole story comes out. Comes from a very poor family in Kerala, always in lack, didn't have enough as a child. So he was overcompensating. What do you really want? I want to spend time with my wife and child. He said, quit the share market. You have got enough money coming in as that managing director. You don't need more money. What will you do? And they are very simple. Their car was one, not even a, like it was not a Maruti, but it was just a nice car. It was not an expensive car. It was just a nice car. They didn't have great big tastes and I need to have this. They were living in an apartment in Dubai when they could have afforded one villa on the Palm. What do you want? What is the priority? Priority is I want to spend time with my wife and family. Well, do that. 2 months later, he's a changed man. His hypertension has gone, his diabetes has gone. He said, how did all this also go away? I said, because you are doing what you want to do, what you really want to do. So your body is now cooperating with you. So it's so important to know what it is that you really want. And that is not going to happen. You know, one of the biggest, most difficult things that is there to do is to think. People don't think. People simply drift. Just sit and think. Take the time out to think, what do you want? And then you see magic happen in your life. Yeah. You know, I think one of the luckiest things that happened to me was I flunked in IIT. When I was in IIT, there was one semester in which I flunked 5 subjects out of 6. And because of that, I had to do one whole more year. And because of that, in the last semester, I had only one subject to work with. So I had classes only on Fridays. So I actually got to enjoy the campus. I could take walks, I could go swimming, I did so many amazing things. And all the guys who were saying, "Tu sala useless hai, you are a useless fellow," I said, "You are so lucky." I said, "Who telling you also not to fail 5 subjects out of 6 in a semester?" But that was the time, I tell you, that whole 1 year when I was around 20 or 21, I got the time to think, what do I really want? And that became the basis of my life. And I'll tell you what it is. What I really want is to be happy and rich, but not at the cost of happy. Never at the cost of happy. So I'm very happy when someone pays me money to do some things, but not, I will refuse it if it doesn't make me happy. I will say no. So when that clarity is there, life has to be good, no? You think what it is you want. What is your priority in life? What is your guiding principle in life? Where will you say yes and where will you say no? This is what we talk about in our book, Sleep Your Way to Success. When you know what you want, it's easy to say no. Otherwise, you say yes to all sorts of things and end up not doing what you really want to do, become frustrated, and whatever you have said yes to, that also you screw up. Time is something that is most precious. I'm so grateful that all of you are here, because you are really giving me something that you will never get back. You are giving me your time. I'm so grateful for that. And for me, that is the true measure of love. You can give money, you can give gifts, money will come back. No, you spend 10,000 pounds, you will still get it back sooner or later. But you spend 10 minutes, it's gone. You are never getting it back. So be careful what you are spending it on. Yeah, stay away from those people who are taking your energy down, making you feel bad. Get out of those superfluous, stupid, useless conversations. Right? I think as you grow older, you realize you have less time left in this body, so all that niceties can be done away with. Yeah. I keep telling everybody I know, you wait until I'm 60, because then I'll be senior citizen. Then I can say what I want to say to who I want to say. I am keeping a little black book.